I knew this was going to happen. I knew it. I'm playing other games and I'm enjoying those games. And then all of a sudden Doom comes out, a brand new Doom, The Dark Ages. You know, I really enjoy these games, even though they're usually a one and done for me. You know, I'm probably not the biggest hardcore Doom fan out there, but I do appreciate and I do enjoy these games for sure. 2016, Doom Eternal, and now this one. You know, Doom 2016 was okay. Like, I got into it, but Doom Eternal was the one that really took, you know, the new Dooms and they elevated it, man. Like, I freaking loved Doom Eternal. It was fast paced, it was hectic, and you really had to be like quick on your feet, especially in the harder difficulties. Doom The Dark Ages, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm having fun with it. Is it perfect? We'll get into all that stuff, my opinions, but there are things that I really like about this game. There are things that it's doing that I really enjoy. I love the shield. I love being able to throw that shield attached to like a big enemy and it just kind of rotates and slices them up. I love the combat in this one, even though it's different. I think it's still good. I think I prefer Doom Eternal just a little bit more because you're forced to kind of be on your feet and move. And this one is kind of like that too, because you're dodging projectiles. Well, you're not really dodging anything in this one. I do wish there was a dodge button. I think that's one of the biggest things that when it comes to gripes, like I wish I could dodge side to side because there's always these projectiles that come in pairs that I kind of gotta have to get out of the way for, and it seems kind of slow. If there was like a dodge mechanic to dodge to the side, that would be dope. It's not as aerial as Doom Eternal when you're up in the air and you're doing all these things, unless you're jumping off of a ledge and you're slamming down, and that feels amazing. Everything with the shield is badass. Like, I love the shield combo here. I love seeing an enemy from far away and just dashing towards him. It's just really exhilarating. The combat is really fun. I can't knock that down at all. There's some pacing issues with this one that I think is kind of weird. You fly the dragon and you're in the big mech suit. I think the dragon parts are okay. I don't know, like enjoyed it, I guess. There's this big map kind of around the beginning of the game where you're flying around like an open map with the dragon and you stop places. I kind of like that. Like, that was fun. It's very basic though, like the shooting and the locking on system with the dragon. It's like kind of bare bones. And then you have the mech fight where I don't know, like, did this have to be in the game? It's badass. Like, when you do it, there's like a badass spectacle involved with it. I know what they're trying to do here, but it's really boring. Like, the combat of it, I wasn't really feeling it. To me, just the regular gameplay of fighting demons. I love when you find like a really strong type demon where when you kill him, you rip his heart out and you gain life or shield. Like, I love fighting those because it's like straight chaos. He's spawning all these like mid-tier, you know, difficult demons. It's just like it's a straight war zone. It's very adrenaline heavy. That reminds me a lot of Doom Eternal. It had those sections where like you're just fighting like a bunch of enemies at the same time and they're all like pretty challenging. There are moments like that in this one, and I'm so glad that, you know, they brought that chaotic gameplay where it's like it can get slow. You're fighting a little bit of enemies, but then you fight a wave that is insane. I love that. There's the tall dragons that remind me of, I forgot the name in Doom Eternal, but they were pretty tough. Like, every time you saw one of those, you were in for a battle with him. He's not easy to kill. And they brought that back in this one. He's like a big demon, and you have to counter him or you're gonna get spanked, dude. And this is where I love the shield, because you can do so much with the shield, but you're also countering with the shield. And it's like, okay, we have countering in this game. And I think there's a meme right now where it's like every game has counters right now. And I think that's funny. You know, counters are kind of popular. I agree. But Countering in this game is really, really satisfying. It's really, really fun, especially when you're fighting like a couple of those dudes that jump on you. You have to parry them, and they have that kind of green ringworm effect where you know they're coming, you know they're gonna slam, and you gotta counter them. That always feels satisfying. Again, speeding up to an enemy with the shield. My only other gripe pretty much is the fact that the glory kills are pretty much gone in this one. And those were so good in Eternal, even in 2016 Doom, where, the enemy's blinking and that's when you can, they're almost dead and you can just glory kill them. And the different kind of animations with the different kind of glory kills with, depending on the enemy was always so sick. And I feel like that's really missing in this game. There is kind of a glory style where, it slows down and you're doing the melee stuff when the enemy's almost dead, but it doesn't hit the same. It doesn't have that same like wow factor with the glory kills from the other games. I think they really, really missed the mark with that in this game. It's just kind of weird when you have like a really cool effect and you take that out of the game. Platforming involved with the shield with like light puzzles. I do like almost every puzzle in this game. Like they never overstay their welcome. They're very simple. You might need to like think about it a little bit. What do I need to do? Okay, maybe I need to shield slam this or go to this room. It's very, very simple, and it's like they're perfect. I think to me, the more linear levels, just because that's kind of like the hallmark for Doom, is these like linear levels that open up a little bit. Those are my favorite. The open world sections are okay. You have to run around a lot and backtrack and stuff like that, but I do like the linear levels a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with this game, dude. It's not like, I don't know, it's not perfect, and I feel like it's pretty short. I wish it was a little bit longer. The music, I've heard criticism regarding the music and, the original guys not making the music in the game. I get it. Doom Eternal and Doom 2016's music was absolutely insane. In this one, it still slaps, but like it's in the background. It's kind of like, it's not a focus. It's not like part of the gameplay, where with the other ones, it just felt kind of like in rhythmic with the slang and the tearing and the gameplay, man. But I think it still works here. I think it's still pretty good. That is pretty much, man, my first impressions with Doom: The Dark Ages. There's a storyline. I don't really care for it. I've never cared for the story for these games, even though it is kind of interesting. Still very, very lackluster in my taste. I'm really here just for the gameplay and the chaotic nature of Doom. This is one of those games that like I usually drop things for the game because they're usually short. And I like to just kind of knock it out in a couple of sessions. And I like to crank it up to hard. That's the difficulty I played it on the PS5 Pro. Looks pretty good. Runs really well. That's another thing that I love about Doom games. They run so well for the amount of things that's going on screen. Performance-wise, never really saw a bug. Nothing ever happened. Just pure great gameplay, very, very well optimized. But yeah, man, that is pretty much the video. Doom: The Dark Ages. Really love this game. Definitely check it out if you're a Doom fan. But that's the video, man. If you like this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, man. And if you are, I appreciate you. You guys take it easy and peace.